Haven't seen you in a while.
I know. Well, I see you all the time. I'm, you know.
You're an Idol fan, aren't you?
You, like me, are doing 2 television shows at once.
Yes.
But yours are much more successful.
Yeah, no. No, well, let's not go there, but it's not true. And you're a huge Idol fan, though.
Huge.
And who's your favorite? Who's going to win?
But can I just say this? The reason I like Idol is the same thing we're just seeing with this kid who's doing Lady Gaga. Because show business can be an amazing thing, and your life can change overnight. And that's what I love about Idol. It reminds me of why I got into show business a billion years ago.
Yes.
Because it's a great life changer.
Before there was even television, I think you got into it. You were doing stagecoach plays.
You know I'm an old vaudevillian.
Yeah. I do.
But yeah, and you know, and I have my, but every year I think I can pick people who go to the finals pretty early. I'm going to start gambling with it in Vegas.
All right. Well, now we're kind of way down to it. So.
You're down to it, so it's, yeah.
But who do you think's going to win?
I like Bauer Sox. I think
you think
Mama
Crystal?
Sox. I do.
I think her or Lee, don't you think?
Yeah. He's really come on. What I liked about, she was so clearly fully formed, and he's really developed over the course of the season. That's been fun to watch.
Yeah, I know. He's a shy guy who, and he's got all the. I think she really needs to do something very powerful to gain some more of the female votes, because he's got all the girls voting for him. I think he's got like so that's the only thing that I think they're both, either way, they both have careers.
Yeah, it's gonna be, it's fun. I love it. You must be having fun.
I am. I'm having a lot of fun, but it's really hard because I get attached to them and then they have to leave. And
I know. Sometimes I can see you sort of misty-eyed. You're like, I see, you know, see, Ellen, yes, that's what you do. That's what you do.
I've never made a mouth face like that.
I'm telling you, that's your face. That was like Hannibal Lecter.
No, well, that's what you did. I'm mimicking you. I didn't go. What did you just do?
I tried to do the misty.
No, what did your mouth do?
That's what I see.
No, you're something's wrong with your TV. No.
No.
You see, and I can't even accuse you of being drunk because I know you're sober.
I know. Like so you have nothing to fall back on.
20 years sober, is that right?
20 years sober this week. Thank you.
That really is amazing. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, you know, you hear so many stories about when it doesn't work, and you know, it worked for me. I was so ready. Hoy, was I ready. So that's half the battle. And my big worry was when I got sober 20 years ago was like, okay, I'm dull now. I'm going to be boring. My life's going to be boring.
Right.
It's not going to be any fun. So the first thing I did was I went out and got a massive tattoo to show that I still had it, man. I was still edgy.
Right. Where is it?
It's here. It looks 20 years old.
What is that?
Hold on. What is that? She's sitting right here. What is that?
I can't tell what it is. Let
There.
Mama put her glasses on.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
It's a koi fish. But 20 years ago, it was a koi fish.
Woo, you're crazy. But it's still a tattoo, and that hurt. But a koi fish, what does that symbolize for you?
It's old school. It's traditional tattoo art. You're not supposed to get a flying guitar with an arrow through it. You're supposed to get like traditional, old school, Japanese, of thousands of years art. That's what you do. You don't go and get like a donut with whatever on there.
Great. Now that I got my donut yesterday, I got a jelly donut put on my arm, and I feel like a fool. We have to take a break. We'll be back. We're back with the handsome and wild Rob Lowe.
Wild!
Now, all of the movies that you have been in, they're probably some of the biggest movies of the 80s. And how old are your sons now? Really, right? The Outsiders, St. Elmo's Fire, About Last Night. You were drunk there, I'm sure.
Ellen said I was drunk there. In that photo. No, I look like that's so bizarre, I look like my oldest son. In that picture.
You do, actually.
I look at that and I see my oldest son, who is 2 years younger than I was then.
Look at that. Look
there
at your boys.
is.
God, they've gotten so big. How old are they now?
16 and 14.
Wow. And what are they into?
My oldest, Matthew, is very much into the oceans. In fact, he just started his own charity, which is Save the Beaches, right here.org.
Good for him.
So he's doing that, and he's very philanthropic in that way. And the young one is my young little lunatic, and he's like just the brainiac and.
Is he the one that was always filming things?
Yeah, and he's sort of like, he's Ferris Bueller. I said, you are Ferris Bueller. He goes, Dad, who's that? I said, just watch the movie. My youngest son is Ferris Bueller. You know what I'm saying when I say that? That's who he is.
And have they seen all your movies?
They have, but because they're me, they're like, oh, Dad, please. You're so old.
Yeah.
You're so old, Dad. That's what I get.
That's not true. They must know that they have a cool dad. They must know that.
They're never going to let me know. They just want to beat me up and tell me I'm old.
All right, well, they better pray they look as good as you when they're old. All right, so we're going to watch you on Parks and Recreation tonight, and we're going to laugh hysterically, and then, brothers and sisters, we're going to probably cry. All right, tonight, 8:30 on NBC is Parks and Recreation.